Hello and welcome back to Snake RX. One second, I think the game's muted, so we're just gonna jump in here, buy a couple of units. There we go. We're in. So once again, if anyone's new to this game, it is a game where you are a snack. You buy units, which is what you just saw there in the shop. Each unit has its own mechanics for shooting different projectiles or creating an AoE that damages people, healing your other snake units, and you try and survive as long as you can. We are on New Game +2, which means that I've beaten the game twice, and every time you beat the game, you are able to build a longer snake. I think that you can only have I don't even know. In the first round, maybe you can have 7 pieces to your snake, and then 8, and now we're on 9 pieces to our snake, but that might be wrong. We might be at 8, but I think we're at 9. And what's interesting is that each of these units you can see here come with... Oh, merchant's now a class 1. Very cool. Come with class bonuses. So, if you get multiple of the same type of unit, and certain units are multiple things, here the Flagellant is both a Psyker and an Enchanter, if you get multiple of the same unit, they have class bonuses. So they do more damage and attack speed, they do double attacks, they get more money, they enchant more damage on all their allies. So basically, over the course of the game, you're trying to build combos of units that are not only stronger and better over time based on rarity, but that synergize together, not only with their abilities, but with their class types. So, not too bad, not too bad. One other thing to note, though, is that if you ever buy the same unit more than once, you don't actually get that unit in your snake. You start using the extra purchases of the same unit to level up units that you've already bought. So if you buy the same unit 3 times, you'll have 3 level 1s of that unit, and those will combine to make a level 2. So then you can keep buying level 1s until you have 3 level 2s, and those 3 level 2s will combine to a level 3, which is the highest rated version of it, of a unit that you can get, which is very cool. It's very good. And usually level 3 is not only the strongest and best, but it has it's not only the strongest and best, but they come with a 3rd level ability to go with them. So here we're getting an item that's going to permanently improve our snake. So it looks like 10, 20, and 30% chance to create secondary attacks on AoE hits. It looks like if you get the same item multiple times, it'll make it stronger. Critters die immediately on contact, but also deal a ton of AoE damage. That's really cool. We're not doing any of that right now. I think that for now we'll just take the Centipede, which is a little bit more movement, because we're not sure how we're going to build our snake, whether we're going AoE or critters or what have you. I do like the idea of going Enchanter, which is interesting for me right now. I have a couple of units on my snake that enchant and power up other units. The Flagellant hurts itself, 20 damage to itself, and grants 4% damage to all allies per cast. Meanwhile, the Chronomancer gives plus 20% attack speed, and because I have 2 enchanters, all allies do more damage. So, very, very cool. Oh, I like putting my AoE... I have a freeze mage, which I think is that circle of damage, but because it's in the middle of my snake, it's harder to use. I'd rather have it on the end, where it, where it's easier to drive it into things where I am, or in the front of my snake where I can drive it into things, or on the back of my snake, the back end. Because then when things are chasing you, they're chasing you into an AoE of damage. So, very cool. I could buy a second you know what, I will buy a second unit of each of these. So here I have 2 of the same on multiple things. And that does nothing for now, but if I get a third one, it'll level up to level 2. And I could have reorganized my snake, which I should have done after having just said that I don't like how it's organized. That white thing is so scary. There's like little white units, and they actually are like turrets. They'll shoot you instead of just chasing after you like all the other units. The blue ones can be nasty too, because when they explode, or get killed, they line up to explode. Like you could see a little blue thing on the ground and then they blew up. Lots of updates have been being made to this game. Like the merchants being level 1, I noticed is different. The blue things that when you kill them, they explode a moment later, but they used to explode instantaneously. So clearly this game is getting a lot of love. And I actually really like that change for those the units that explode on death, having it be a little bit delayed, because I think that builds that did damage up close really suffered against that, when they really shouldn't have had to suffer as badly. Let's go ahead and take the Cryo Mage and put you at the back, and we just got a Spell Blade which spawns circles, or spawns knives and circles. I actually like putting them near the back as well. I guess we're kind of going into an enchanting mage build. So yeah, those little knives flying in circles around the map, that is from my Spellblade dude that I just got. Very cool ability, can do a lot of like generic like damage, and it makes you want to stay in the middle of the map, because if you spawn a knife from that unit and you're near a wall, the knives stop as soon as they hit a wall. But if you spawn the knife in the middle, it'll keep going further, wider and wider and wider out. So, very cool. One unit that we need to really think about what we're going to do with is this Flagellant, though, because it kills itself constantly to buff your other units, but it's not really great. When enemies hit walls, they explode into projectiles. That's cool. Blunt Arrow. Rangers, we're not using Rangers. And Dividends. Mercenaries deal plus %X, where X is how much gold you have. Very great for Mercenaries, but we're not doing anything that that works with this. I would do a reroll, but we're so broke, so I guess we'll just grab the Mercenaries boost, because if I do get an opportunity to do that, I will. Hey, look, there's a Mercenary. Perfect. And I am at my 9. 9 is the maximum. So that's a Cursor, Voider. And if we build the Arcanist, that levels it up to level 2. So now we have a level 2 for the first time. I'm not sure that we're actually going to be building rogues. What's my other rogue? The Spellblade, yeah. Rogues and mages are kind of not my forte. Now, here I have 5 gold left over. Every 5 gold left over actually gives you, not only is it going to power up that little dividends thing that I just took as an item, but it gives you $1 of, excuse me, it gives you $1 of interest, which is really good. So you can get up to $25, and that that'll give you $5 worth of interest, which is where it maxes out. But that's normally where it maxes out for people. But we have the merchant as a piece of our snake who isn't actually doing any damage. But the merchant says that every $10 gives you an additional interest. So being at $30 will give you the first 5 interest as promised. And then beyond that, it's all about the you'd get 3 more for being at 30 basically. Now also on the board there you saw little golds popping up. Because I have 2 mercenaries, there's an 8% chance for enemies to drop a gold on death, which is absolutely fantastic. I guess I could start building towards a better Flagellant. I could build into an assassin that's a voider, piercing that does damage per second. I have a lot of units here that I don't think are doing much, like this knight, this, I mean, even the sorcerer I have isn't doing that much, but what's my little cursor? That's your Urser Scout. Because the Saboteur and the Assassin both build into our build, but I think we just go like this. So now we have, and I still want the Cryomancer at the back. So now I have 3 rogues, so rogues have 15% chance to crit. I have a bunch of voiders, so damage over time is higher, which is great. Mages reduce enemy defense, and I'm getting money, and also all my attack damage for all my allies is higher as well. I guess I am going rogues after all, just because I have a level 2 scout and 3 rogues after that. It just happened to work with my build right now. Again, I'm going to try and stay near the middle of the board so that my spell blade guy that's sending blades in circles can get the most range as possible. And I'm going to try and get gold from the board, but I'm a faster snack because of the an item I took, so it's a little bit harder to control than normal. Also, these blue things are scary and we are in trouble. Oh, never mind, we're fine. And I got that gold in time. Perfect. Oh, Thief is not only a mercenary, but is also this. That's pretty good. Now what are we willing to get rid of then? What are you? A mage voider? Well, I don't need another voider now. We'll get rid of you now. Like, I already have 2 voiders. I mean, yes, they both benefit from being voiders, but that's fine. Going to level 9, which is a hard round. I don't have many level 2s. Instead of taking our money and making fat bank, I think it would be better for us to do a little bit of rerolling and, yeah, just have a chance of getting some units that don't suck. The Squire, honestly, as an enchanter, is more interesting to me than the Flagellant, because the Squire gives 20% damage and defense to all allies, whereas the Flagellant slowly grants damage to all allies per cast, but it's not really what I want. It's too slow, and I don't have a way of healing it. I feel like the Flagellant, you want to heal it, so it's constantly doing its ability and you're constantly getting stronger. That's just not our reality. Now that white, see those white units there on the far left? That is some sketchy stuff. Oh, we actually got them to hit each other though. That was perfect. I was actually gonna ram into them. Just if you hit them, like with your snake, the contact damage knocks them away. But oh my god, they just spawned on top of us there. It's like the untold like secret about this game is that you can do so much better if you just don't drive in the center, because the dead center is often where things spawn. But oh, I tried to dodge it, but I absolutely did not, obviously. So now we're a much smaller snake, so it's a little bit easier to control. I don't think it shot. Oh wow, I went back and caught its shot. Perfect. Not great. Okay. Okay, we're getting in closer. We're getting in closer. No! But we did it. We sacrificed our unit. We got away with just our guy. Insurance. Have 4 heroes. Heroes have 4 times the chance of mercenary bonus to drop 2 gold on death. Heroes have 4 times the chance. Oh, so when my heroes die, they drop gold. I think I'd rather porcupine to keep ourselves alive, because if we die, we don't want gold. We want the enemy to stop killing us. Plus, we're already doing quite well for money. We could also, and I haven't talked about this yet. Oh, a miner. That gets us pretty good here. Well, what's not doing anything? Mage Enchanter. I'm not actually doing a mage thing anymore. So you're a mage rogue. You know what? I don't think you're doing that great for us. So there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like we're close to a level 3 scout on the end here. We don't have that many level 2s. We just have a lot of level 2s of the same kind, which means that we're on our way to getting to level 3, but we're trying our best here. We have 4 mercenaries though, so we have the full alliance bonus or tribe bonus, so it's more likely for gold to spawn, and when we pick up gold, the miner now makes the gold shoot at the baddies, which is cool. So now there's even more incentive to chase the gold. Which means I'll put myself in danger, but when I get it, good things happen. Oh god. Oh god! Running away! Oh, this is not good. This is actually quite... we're in the last round, actually, so we can just... I need to get all this gold. No! No! There we go. There we go. We got a decent amount. We got a lot of money. Holy crap. A gambler. Honestly, I don't think I know that we have been doing voiding with the Urser, but a mercenary voider cursor doesn't actually work with us that much. I mean, we just happen to be going voider a little bit because of one unit. I don't think it's key to our build. I'd rather have a gambler that pumps up our sorcerer synergy. Another scout and arcanist. A witch isn't even that bad. I do like voiders, but I just rolled out of them, and I'm okay with that decision. I think that we should go for a level 3. We have 2 opportunities to get level 3s. Merchant, Arcanist, level 3. Perfect. So Arcanist at level 3, 50% attack speed for the orb, and 2 projectiles are released per cast. Very cool. Do a little bit more. Alright, sweet. The Scout. 25 damage per chain and plus 3. Okay, so the Scout is 6 chains. And then one more reroll. Just trying to stay above 30 here. Okay. So I think that with 2 level 3s, we just got quite a spike of potential power here. Not to mention we have the extra money from having the mercenaries and stuff, so... One thing that would be nice would be some amount of healing, just because the enemy is starting to become a little bit tricky, but... Oh wow, I can't even get this gold. There we go. I'm not even really paying attention to the enemies anymore either. It's just like, oh, gold? Gold? I can get gold? Let's get gold. Whoa, look at the freaking orb. Do you see how fast that went? Oh, there was 2. Okay, I was like, do you see how fast I was shooting? That was like pew, 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 pew. So we can't buy any more scouts because we're max leveled on that. Are we trying to build anything that's low tier? Tier 3, tier 4, tier 3, tier 1, the merchant. Tier 2... Squires tier 2, tier 2. Okay, there's still some tier 2s and 1s. Just, I can try and upgrade the shop, and I will because level 1s is a little bit weak, so now we have much more chance of some higher tier stuff. Without completely removing our chance for level 1s. Okay, we just leveled up our assassin, our squire's close. We'll stay at 30, so our merchant keeps giving us max 10%. Max 10 from the merchant. Oh, okay, cool. So you can have up to $100 with the merchant. Cool that it finally it has a cap now, which makes it clear that the cap is not the same as the 25 cap that exists normally. Okay, this is very dangerous, but it looks like we're good. I didn't get nearly as much money, but that's fine. Gravity field pulls enemies in for 1 second. So that's like a sorcery thing. Mage's thing. Position 4 has plus 30 damage. Position 4. I don't know that I have something that I need. Like, obviously, like, you could always just put your strongest thing there. But having a little bit more survivability from the gravity field, despite not doing a full build of sorcerers, I think is interesting. Because they have high attack speed already from my enchanters. Right? Enchanter does 20% attack speed to all allies. The enchanter, wow, Stormweaver. So, what do I have that isn't huge? Warrior enchanter, mage enchanter, and then my rogue voider. I'm not sure what I would get rid of. The thief is a mercenary, so it would really just be the assassin. but then I'm giving up the chance to crit, and I think that that's not as good. Let's just run another round. We have 50 gold here. We're gonna go and pick up that gold over there. Things are going well. Oh, I'm struggling to get the gold, and I got stuck in pathing and went back in for more than I wanted to. Okay. Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff. I think that the centipede that's making me move faster is actually helping us get to those golds faster as well. Miner. Chronomancer leveled up is quite nice. Miner leveled up. We're still getting a lot of level 1s, but not the particular level 1s we're looking for. Alright, now we need one more merchant. I'm just going to do a little bit of rolling. No, we did get the miner, but now we're below the next breakpoint, so I may as well roll again. No dice. Okay, okay. Very cool. Assassins doing assassin-y stuff. A couple of golds are right here, just waiting for the enemy to spawn. Hey, did you see the little wind grabs that hold the enemy away? It's not much, but honestly, it could save a hit here and there, and we're not a very tanky build, so a little bit of space and control is quite nice. Okay, that's a white, isn't it? No. Gold, more gold, more gold, more gold. Oh man, we're actually doing sick. Sick stuff. Keep going, keep going. We gotta get... Finally leveled up our squire. We're one away. There it is, okay. I'm not sure that it was worth going all the way down just to get a free reroll from the shop. The fairy gives healing and is an enchanter, which is nice, but this enchanter is now all of a sudden close to being level 3 because we hit it so many times, and the squire is stronger. 20% damage and defense to all allies, I think, is better than 15% damage. You know what I mean? Just gonna say. So, very good. And I think that going enchanters is actually pretty good with the rogues, because the rogues, you know, they want that alpha strike to just kill, right? With those big chained daggers going all over the place. Something spawns and you kill it. That's just the rogue way. And then the sorcerers are doing just like some generic damage over top of that. And then we have as much money to do all the rolling that we do because we went mercenaries. That means that we might still want to get out of mercenaries before the end of the game. I got stuck in the wall there. Awkward. Oh my god, there's so much gold in the center! Okay, that was pretty good. Alright, 6 death. Position 6 takes 10% of its health as damage over 3 seconds. Tremor, enemy hit against the walls. They do knockback, reinforce. Oh, damage, defense, and attack speed to all allies with at least one enchanter. I'm not sure that makes sense. Like, my enchanter has a class enchanter, but it doesn't do anything. It has attack speed to all allies. My squire does attack damage to all allies. It doesn't actually, like, having more defense is fine, but it doesn't do damage. At least with at least all allies with at least one enchanter. I assume that means with the class enchanter, not being buffed by enchanter. I'm gonna reroll. I don't think that's good for us. Voider dies. Hex touch. I don't think I'm cursing. I'm not really doing Rangers. We're going to reroll for 10 bucks here. Rangers have cool. Rangers have something. Projectiles that chain do more damage with each chain. That's pretty good. Because we have knife throwing people. We spent most of our money on items, so let's just take this money and get some interest on it. I don't think we're at risk. We just had a big round. Like, we seem to be quite capable of handling ourselves without going deep into rolling now that we have a couple more level 3s. A couple of good items that synergize with our build. Going in on that gold, but I can't do it. We did actually manage to dodge most of those blue guys exploding, which is nice. Alright, we're almost done this round, so I gotta get in on this gold. Oh. There's gold down there. Nice! There we go. None left behind. Because we're getting 8 interest, but we also got 8 gold from just scooping, right? Our merchant is max level. Squire's coming through. Okay, I don't think... Wait, do we need any more tier 1s at all? No, we don't. So we'll have better rolls if I just level up, because now we only have a 10% chance of tier 1s. We have a higher chance of tiers that are above what we're looking for as well, but this round, this run is going very well with all this added cash. We're just happily leveling up things as we go. We might want to go deeper into the rogues chain, just because we have that item that increases damage of chaining. Oh. But this isn't good. This isn't good. This is messy. I don't want to talk about the future right now, seeing as everything is so precarious. Oh my god, this is the worst possible run. But we're going into the last wave of this round. Oh. I mean, I didn't get all the gold, that's for sure, but we got a lot of it. Chronomancer, Queek. Enemies take damage over time 50% faster. I don't really do damage over time, but we'll put you at the front. Squire. I do wonder if I should be pivoting out of mercenaries at this point. I mean, my gambler never really came through. More sorcerers would give us more control of the board, more enchanters give us more damage to go with our chaining rogue units. We're going up against an elite right now, so I do want to roll. Oh, we're not doing the Urser. I think the Urser is now back to being better than the Gambler. I just don't want to give up the Sorcerer bonus, so. Better than the Mercenary? That's level 3? Or the... Nah. There's finally a Gambler, but... Yeah, okay. Not sold on this being a great run. We just had... Oh, just ran into him. Hit the wall and come back. Hit the wall and come back. Okay, we are killing it pretty quickly, the baddie here, but... we just had a run a second ago where things didn't go as great as we wanted them to, so... Turns out this is different. Elites are easy. Lasting 7. Area size. Lasting 7. Let's get a reroll. Flying daggers. All projectiles thrown by rogues chain additional times. Cool. Because, like, we don't only do that with the scout, but the scout is killing it. And then the thief is killing it. Everybody else throws... We have other people that throw knives, but not really chains. I keep looking at this Stormweaver, and honestly, the Psykino is so good, but like, it's just not this build. I think that I've made enough money over the course of this game, and that we're happy to sell the miner and the merchant, and actually just build useful units now. We'll still keep a couple of mercenaries on our team, on our squad, but we're not going to be making nearly as much bank. Wow. Do I want multiple Ursers? No, I want the fairy. There we go. So now we have 4 enchanters, so all my units should be doing lots. Not that I don't like the warden. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. We have an interesting build where we're a little bit like between all the types of classes, and like we're okay with that because we feel like we got a lot of value out of doing the mercenary class. We've been getting a lot of value from our level 3 units despite them not being the correct classes. We just lost our sorcerer though. That's really bad. We do better when there are more enemies clumped together, because then the knives chain many more times, and that's really good for us. So it's hard when we're up against one unit and we've already lost our best stuff, but that's not a wave clear, I just gotta say. I think, did I get the Ursa? No. There's a fan of knives. I want anything that chains knives is good, but that's kind of the problem with our run right now is what next? Like, where do we go now? And what are we not afraid to lose that I want to put on the front of my chain that's healthy? There's no need to be this high up in cash. Do I even have tier 4 units I'm trying to build? Level 2, like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 3, tier 3, tier 4. Okay, you know what? Let's spend our money on this bad boy. We want to stay above 25, but that means that next round will be at a level 5 shop. And we'll have many more opportunities to get the units that we're actually trying to build. Plus, we're still getting money from our boys. Ooh, the spawning in the center can be quite deadly. I'm afraid of that yellow bad boy, but yeah, there we go. The fact that we have that little wind tunnel thing by our sorcerers, I think, is actually massive. I was worried at first, like, oh, how good is it going to be with just 2 sorcerers? But it really is just that little bit of control on the enemy that we need to, you know, stay alive, protect ourselves. Give ourselves we have a fairy now that can heal us, right? So give the fairy a chance to just top up some units, give them attack speed. So we're at level 5, so now we have many more opportunities for high level units. Fine. Like, that was awful. That was some really bad rolls. We got one thing that at the last second got us like nothing. Like, it just got us slightly closer to leveling up, and now we have less interest to have more money to roll and buy units later. So I'm not sure we can say that series of rolling at level 5 shop was successful, but you gotta take your shot or the game will overrun you. So you gotta, ooh, those things are gonna jump at us and kill a lot of our snake. Okay. We've lost our rogues, which is our major source of damage. So we have big problems. We just have to like play the runaway game here. Hard. Stay as far away as possible from those orange boys. Oh, he's jumping at us. There we go. Run into the corner, get away from the orange. Get away from the orange. There we go, nice. We still have a lot of damage coming out of our snake, even without some of our good high tier units. And I think it's because of all of our enchanting bonuses and stuff, but I saw that jump coming in. Thankfully, when we die, we do shoot out all those porcupine needles, basically. But all we have now are basically enchanters, so that's pretty scary. I was just trying to dodge the dives there, but nice, we actually made it. Enemies lasting 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That actually makes sense. I could move the Arcanist back there even. It'll keep fighting for 10 seconds after dying. So I think that makes sense to keep spawning creatures that shoot. Okay, we have a lot of money now. Come on, give me some. It's not bad. What are we looking for the most? I guess a Stormweaver is pretty big because we're get it to level 2. And a fairy for the same reason. And then all of these ones we have 2 level 2s, so we just need 3 level 1s, or in the case of the Squire, we need two more level 1s. So if we see Squire 2 more times, we'll have a level 3 Squire. Oh, he's spawning close. That's the orange. Let's make sure he dies. Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, we're doing great. We're doing great stuff. It's weird not just to be like, all right, we're going to do 6 warriors. We're going to do 6 sorcerers. We're going to do 6 mages. Instead, we're like, we're going to do enchanters with some rogues and some sorcerers and some things. And we have one item that helps our, you know, our rogues a little bit, and we have an item that helps our sorcerers a little bit, and somehow this menagerie of effects has come together to make an actually decent snake, despite not being one class. It's a very multicultural snake. Well, and I don't know if maybe that's just how it works whenever you do a oh wow, that fairy on the end is about to die. Maybe that's just how it works when you do a enchanter build, is that there's a bunch of little things that you can, you know, group up with, but oh, we're really close to getting through this round. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Thank you, Porcupine. Oh my god, the Porcupine-ness legitimately got us through that wave. Going into wave 23, we have so much money. And there we go. Thief is leveled up. So if the knife crits, it deals 520 damage, chains 10 times, and grants 1 gold. That is sick. So we honestly, this might, like, do we pivot to a rogue build out of enchanter? Because this enchanter is still level 1. It would be easy to get 2 rogues because we get rid of 2 of our enchanters, our fairy and our stormweaver, because they're not really comboing with anything else, and they're low level. But what will we do with the last one? The gambler is the sorcerer that we need, and who else? And the thief is what we have. That's the other mercenary, so we're not getting rid of a mercenary. The squire's an enchanter I don't want to get rid of, and I don't want to get rid of my level 3. Arcanist, right? Because he's doing the double arcane orbs. He's level 3. So like, we really don't have anything to get rid of that isn't a rogue that wouldn't kill our build. So I think we have to stick to the enchanting build we have, despite our thief, you know, potentially being way stronger in a thief build. But there's the Stormweaver. And there's the fairy. Great stuff. Sorry. The thing in the 7th slot will survive longer. So we're going to make that our tier 4 level 3 unit, because that's sick. And we'll put both our level 3s back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder if that continues. Like, then you lose a unit, so then what's in your 7th slot now is like the next rogue unit kind of thing. Or if it's just the 7th unit at the start of the combat round. Like, you know, is it dynamic? Does it keep updating, or is it static? Like, if I lose a unit at the front of my chain, my 7th unit... Oh my god, man. These freaking white guys are just absolutely killer. When they're just sniping you from the board and none of your units... Like, literally our sorcerer there could have spawned a thing that would have gone across and killed it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not salty. Man, they keep spawning where I am. Thank God I have rogues to, like, immediately clear it out, but... I don't feel like I'm driving in the danger zone. Alright, orange guy over on the left is diving at us, but we got away in time because we're a fast snack. Look at those frickin' knife, like, rebounds. Just absolutely slaughtering them. Rogue's frickin' killing it, man. And then the fact that the thief gives us extra gold if he does get that crit that's worth 1,000,000 damage, like, that's pretty cool. Woo. Anytime I see a white, like, sniper bot show up, though, that's the ones we're diving on immediately. We did just lose our fairy, but the fairy is actually quite hard to keep around. Oh, baby. And I wonder, you can see it when it's like a hollowed out unit. I wonder if that is like the 7th unit that died kind of thing. Like the unit in the 7th slot that died. It just happens to always be the fairy because reasons. We're getting good rolls here though. We're sticking to the path. We're going into round 24. Alright. Just because the last unit might be the one, it might be dynamic, I am going to line up the boosts. Man, we're 1 squire away. You know what? I'm not really that worried about getting a little bit more interest if I can just ride it out here. Oh, I do actually, don't I? Because the gambler does more money if I have more gold. Ah, damn it! The gambler does much more damage if I have much more gold. That's, I completely just nerfed myself there. And then the enemy just, I just lost. What the hell? Everything just spawned on me, and I just absolutely got wrecked. I mean... Literally, it takes 1 hit to kill something, but we have our 3 best units left. We have 3 level 3s, but we can't get away. Like, it's too much. Oh my god. We were surviving for so long because we were able to kill things instantly when they spawned. That, I feel like the God took the wheel. You know, Jesus took the wheel, and we had no control over how that was going. Oh my god, that was a disaster, clearly, but like, holy. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. What a run, but it was so close to greatness. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.